What I'm about to share might be the difference between a common existence and an exceptional one. There exist 6 principles that can transform any brain into an engine which absorbs rapidly, reasons sharply, and accomplishes the unthinkable. These aren't shortcuts. They're methods the most brilliant minds employ to perceive what others miss. Those who truly grasp these principles genuinely absorb, devise answers that reshape reality, and attain heights that previously appeared unreachable. Listen carefully now. These 6 principles aren't merely information. They represent the means to liberate your intellect and radically alter your future path. Lesson 1. Curiosity serves as the foundation of achievement. Pause everything and focus intent. Everything you've accomplished until now, from your earliest utterances to your greatest triumphs, sprang from one simple urge: curiosity. Curiosity stands as the flame that has propelled humankind forward throughout recorded time. It drew us from caverns, enabled us to control fire, guided us toward inventing language, discovery, and machinery, and ultimately toward venturing beyond our planet. What carried us to this moment was curiosity, an innate gift every person possesses, yet many permit to fade into dormancy. Here lies the insight. While the majority settle for things remaining unchanged, the inquisitive inquire why. That's why Thomas Edison, surrounded by darkness, declined to accept that humanity should endure by lamplight and wondered, what if I could produce a manageable glow? And that's why another mind gazed upward at the heavens and rejected the notion that time and space remained rigid. He pondered, what if time could curve? What if the velocity of light forms the link binding everything throughout the cosmos? From such daring emerged the theory of relativity, among the most transformative insights in history, recasting everything we believed we understood about existence. Can you grasp the strength here? While countless individuals drift through existence echoing conventional beliefs, a handful possess the nerve to challenge. Surrender your curiosity and you forfeit your tomorrow. Because curiosity keeps your intellect vibrant, alert, unsettled, and prepared to uncover routes others overlook. Curiosity holds greater worth than any degree, greater force than any skill, and greater scarcity than any commodity. It powers exceptional creators and trailblazers. Let this moment mark a decisive shift. Never again permit your curiosity to be stifled by habit, anxiety, or the views of those around you. Starting immediately, rather than embracing prefabricated responses, decide to probe regardless how trivial the inquiries appear. Refuse to remain quiet amid uncertainty. Venture to pose questions. The inquisitive don't merely absorb more, they experience more, accomplish more, and construct an existence that appears unattainable to those who surrendered the capacity to inquire. Lesson 2. The real advantage lies in reasoning apart from the mass. Focus intently now, because you're about to encounter something rarely spoken. You don't have to rank as the brightest individual present to distinguish yourself. You don't require retaining greater facts, possessing superior intellect, or commanding every particular tree. If you simply develop the habit of reasoning apart from the majority, you've already secured a tremendous edge. The world overflows with gifted individuals who remain mediocre because they reason exactly like everybody else. Yet those who venture to view matters from a fresh perspective, challenge what appears evident, and forge their personal course, those individuals ascend. Countless people pursue studies daily, attend university, gather credentials, strive to outsmart competitors to ensure a brighter tomorrow. Nevertheless, an average individual lacking credentials or prestige can summon the bravery to invent something previously non-existent. And abruptly, that individual surpasses in value all the academics together. Strength doesn't derive solely from facts you gather, but from the foresight to offer the world something it currently lacks. That's how discoverers, founders, and originators alter everything. Not through superior technical brilliance, but through daring to reason differently. Here rests the genuine insight. Reasoning differently demands no extraordinary intellect. It demands bravery. Bravery to dismiss prefabricated conclusions. Bravery to oppose the majority. Bravery to appear peculiar or temporarily mistaken. That's precisely why pioneers, founders, and visionaries distinguish themselves. They ventured to reason where others hesitated. Now here's something capable of reshaping your existence. Condition your intellect daily to invert conventional reasoning. When everybody declares it impossible, inquire how it might become possible. When everybody turns right, inquire what awaits left. When everybody perceives an obstacle, inquire where lies the possibility. This skill, more than raw intellect, more than natural ability, distinguishes those who trail the masses from those who shape their personal fate. Lesson 3. Convert errors into education. Listen carefully. An error functions as a teacher in disguise. Most individuals flee from it as though it signals defeat, yet genuine victors welcome it as an inexhaustible reservoir of insight. Each occasion you err, existence delivers you a hint, a guide showing routes to avoid, methods to enhance, approaches to perfect. The incandescent bulb, which appears self-evident today, emerged from thousands of unsuccessful trials. Its creator famously declared, "I haven't failed 10,000 times. I've merely discovered 10,000 approaches that prove ineffective." That perspective marks the distinction between those who abandon and those who prevail. Here's a potent insight. Errors hasten comprehension far more effectively than successes ever could. Achieving correctness strengthens existing knowledge. Encountering error uncovers previously unknown territory. It's akin to a magnifier revealing precisely where growth must occur. Those possessing the nerve to err quickly and absorb quickly invariably overtake those attempting to navigate without ever erring. Now reflect upon your personal journey. How frequently have you criticized yourself over an error? What if instead you began regarding each setback as a laboratory, a deliberate trial that establishes groundwork for a sturdier subsequent move? Never again view a setback as conclusion. Regard it as the commencement of something superior. An error merely signifies existence declaring, "Not along this route. Another direction awaits." Should you possess the bravery to heed, you'll realize every misstep actually serves as an invitation to ascend further. Lesson 4. Converse with yourself in order to master. Articulate in order to master. Should you genuinely desire command over any topic, reading, hearing, or memorizing fall short. The genuine method involves articulating. The human intellect operates in a remarkable manner. When you attempt to articulate something verbally, even solely to yourself, it compels organization of concepts, completion of missing elements, and reduction of notions. Through that procedure, comprehension gains genuine lucidity. The most brilliant individuals aren't those who retain data. They're those capable of expressing a notion so plainly that even a youngster comprehends. Should you find yourself unable to articulate it plainly, you haven't genuinely grasped it. That serves as the definitive evidence of comprehension. Here's something capable of reshaping your existence. Establish this as a daily practice. Whenever you acquire something fresh, pause and articulate it verbally as though instructing someone entirely unfamiliar. Should lucidity prove absent, revisit and examine until you achieve simplification. Maintain this consistently, and soon your intellect will sharpen like a razor, capable of slicing through any obscurity. While most individuals deceive themselves into believing they've comprehended merely because they can recite facts verbatim, you'll stand apart. Someone who grasps, commands, and implements, articulate in order to master in the world, will recognize the distinction in your expression, decisions, and problem. Solving. Lesson 5. Reduce toward the core. The authentic measure of intellect lies not in complication, but in reduction. Should you truly wish to master anything, you must perfect the practice of reduction. Most individuals err by assuming knowledge requires accumulating ornate terminology, retaining specialized vocabulary, or repeating intricate statements. That constitutes not intellect, but conceit. Genuine intellect involves taking something intricate and distilling it toward its fundamental nucleus. Apply this evaluation whenever you acquire something fresh. If compelled to describe this to a 10-year-old, how would I proceed? Should you like an answer, you haven't yet grasped it. The obscurity resides within your intellect, and reduction serves as the instrument that eliminates surplus. Consider history's major advances. Gravity conveyed through a brief equation. Evolution distilled into one central concept, the most suited endure. Even the planet's largest enterprises can be summarized in a single statement. Link individuals. What does this demonstrate? Upon reaching the nucleus, you possess the knowledge. Comprehend this. Reduction doesn't render it superficial. Remain as superficial. Reduction involves excavating further until discovering the firm foundation underpinning everything additional. Therein your intellect attains lucidity, and therein you confirm to yourself genuine comprehension. Establish it as a daily routine. Select any topic and condense it towards several words. Should you find yourself unable, revisit and examine until success. This practice will transform how you reason, communicate, and behave. Individuals who articulate with lucidity gain attention. Those who communicate plainly remain memorable. Those who convey nucleus attract followers. While most attempt appearing intelligent through complication, you'll stand apart. The individual who clarifies, settles, and instructs. And that capacity will distinguish your intellect anywhere across the globe. Lesson 6, the elegance within existence's reduction. Authentic magnificence resides not in collection. It resides in recognizing the elegance of the fundamental. Picture this, an existence requiring no proof to any individual, where comparisons or the frenzied competition of the masses fail to confine you. Therein genuine tranquility resides. Not through possessing complete knowledge, not through accomplishing everything, but through cherishing what genuinely holds significance. History's most profound philosophers and thinkers shared one common trait. They recognized magnificence within ordinary elements. They found inspiration in a blossom and stellar motion in a child's manner of questioning. They understood existence requires no complexity to achieve grandeur. The more plainly you exist, the greater space you establish for joy. Reduce your reflections, your objectives, your daily pattern. It concerns not possessing less. It concerns becoming more engaged, more appreciative, more conscious. Therein you discover tranquility. Therein you discover resilience. Therein you discover plenitude. Now, declare your pledge openly. Comment beneath, I resolve to command my intellect. That signifies someone who refuses to wander amid surplus. Someone prepared to concentrate upon the fundamental and construct an exceptional existence. Should this communication have struck a chord, like this video, subscribe and activate notifications. Moving forward, each principle you encounter will serve as another instrument to fortify your intellect, release your capability, and reshape your existence. Remember, genuine strength resides not in possessing complete knowledge, but in reduction, commanding your intellect, and employing that lucidity as energy to triumph daily.